This episode of Cousins & Sons is brought to you by the Masani Group. As you guys know, Garon and I train Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. One of our black belts is not only a black belt in BJJ, but also in the housing market. It can help you get the best deals on homes in the greater Los Angeles area. Just call the Masani Group at 626-263-0434 or visit their website at themasanigroup.com. This episode of Cousins & Sons is brought to you by Authentic Muay Thai Supply. This is an online fightwear store where you can find the best, most authentic Muay Thai protection gear, training gear, boxing gloves, and Muay Thai shorts straight up from Thailand. Good prices, good people. Check them out over at AuthenticMuayThaiSupply.com and enjoy this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
Nailed it, Pepper.
You'll be proud of someone. Just give me a chance to make yourself.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you guys.
We're back.
Another episode, Cousins & Sons podcast.
Yep.
Your hosts, Eric Pepper, Garon Atencio, and our dear friend, Mr. Bair. How are you, sir?
Dude, I'm great, man.
God, it's good to see you, dude. You're good looking, man.
Do the
Thanks,
clap.
man.
He
Appreciate
didn't
it.
do the clap. This fucking guy.
Artificial clapping.
Thank you.
Okay,
Clap.
thanks for the clap.
All right. Jeez.
Jesus Christ, y'all didn't tell me y'all had the clap.
No, that's
we're
okay.
gonna clap.
Now we're going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Give him another clap.
Thank you.
Yeah, fuck that one up, but whatever. You know what I
okay,
mean?
buddy.
Still good to see you. So, so like we're talking about at the beginning of the show, we do a little thing called Travis Trivia.
Yep.
It's
Travis Trivia.
you versus the cousins being us.
Okay.
And Travis runs the game. So,
Are you guys ready to do some supernatural Travis trivia?
Woo, Supernatural like the TV show?
Yes.
Do we have any fans out there?
Fans.
Now, I hope this is like the TV show because, as we discovered before we started this, me and Bair are huge fans of
Yeah.
Supernatural.
I think it should be Cousins and Travis versus Bair. But
Although,
what?
like,
No,
I
we
see
would
the first
destroy
question,
you.
and I don't
I
know
know.
the answer to it, so I'm a little nervous.
Oh, you don't know the answer
Oh,
to
really?
the first
Yeah,
question?
I talked a lot of shit before this started.
You
And,
did.
You
like,
did.
I talked some
You
mad
really
shit.
did.
And now that I don't know the answer to the first question, I'm a
Okay,
little
well, and the
scared.
first question is for Bair, and the way it's going to go, we're going to go back and forth. Bair versus the cousins.
Yeah.
So question number one, Bair. What language do the angels in Supernatural speak? Is it Enochian, Furbish, Navi, or Dothraki?
Come on, big fan. Come on.
I'm going to go with Enochian.
Bear
on the board.
But guys at home, we just got a new soundboard, and I am still working out the kinks of how to do it. And
There it is.
Yeah. That's a
On the
big
board.
deal for Bear.
Bear off to a great lead. Question number two for the cousins. What is Crowley's nickname for Sam Winchester? Batman, Squirrel, Thumper, or Moose?
Y'all are not going to win this game. I'm going to let you know that right
We're
now.
going to go with Moose.
Oh, I
There we
think
go.
we will.
Oh, I forgot to tell you. The cousins may be dumb, but we have really good luck. So either you know all the answers and beat us, or we're coming out with the luck.
It's true. Yeah, it's true.
They're the best guessers of all time. I'll give them that. So question number three, we're tied up 1-1. Question number three, Bear. What 80s rock star is possessed by Lucifer in season 12 of Supernatural? I love that I know this. Madonna, Ozzy Osbourne, Rick Springfield, or John Bon Jovi?
I'm going to go with Madonna.
Ooh.
That's incorrect.
It's
Ooh.
wrong. You're wrong.
All right,
you know
so-
the answer is? It's going to definitely be Rick Springfield.
Rick Springfield.
Looks like Garon knows a little more than he
Cousins
let on. What
Nope,
a
I
dick.
have no idea what I'm doing.
really?
It's 100% guess.
I was going to go with Ozzy.
Nope.
See? Maybe Garon's got the luck.
So what, we're 2-1 right now?
It is it. 2-1.
So good.
No,
All
I
right.
just
I'm
want
the
to
Chiefs,
shut up,
baby.
you know?
Baby, everybody loves to come back.
All right, there we go. So this was for the cousins. Who are Sam and Dean's parents? Jerry and Ann Winchester, John and Mary Winchester, Bobby and Ellen Winchester, Samuel and Deanna Winchester.
Who do you think it is, Stu? Show us that luck.
Oh, my God.
I know it's you. It's
Ooh. I can't believe I couldn't remember. Season 12, this is bullshit.
yeah, season 12.
Man, you
Rick
talked
Springfield
a
came in.
lot of shit.
It's all right. I'm going to win this fucking game. You just
Steal.
Can you give
Steal,
an answer?
it's your
Can you-
choice.
It's your choice, Steve.
We're asking you for the answer.
Why the fuck do I have to answer? I don't know.
It's because it's your question.
Neither do I. That's why I'm giving you a guess.
fine.
All right, Jerry and
I
Ann?
thought it was his.
No, that's why I said Steel. What do
I mean,
you
I
think
can
it
answer.
is?
Can I give the answer?
nope.
Like, no? Okay.
You can once they probably definitely get it wrong. Maybe.
So we're okay. I don't know.
Hey, back up off the mic a little bit.
I don't know. John and Mary.
Yeah, Steel. These are good mics. You don't have to be that close to it.
I hate you. You didn't know that. He did not fucking know that.
I was gonna pick that one too. I was gonna pick that one. That's the best part.
Oh, shit. 3-1, guys.
Yeah, Cousins got that luck.
All right, question number 5. This is for Bair. And a Pepper back.
Again, I don't know the answer. Y'all rigged this.
How did we rig it? We beat you at NASCAR, which no one's ever gonna see. And then what happens?
Yeah, we
You
fucked
chose
up.
Supernatural.
Okay,
and
look,
now,
maybe I'm just not good at trivia, guys. Okay,
Hey,
maybe we're finding that out today.
That's how I was the first time of this. I'm bad at under pressure. Now I'm just like, fuck it. Just let
I'm
me-
going to... Have you read the question yet?
Not yet. Okay. Question number 5 is for Bair. What was the title of the show originally going to be? Brothers Grimm, The Winchesters, Hunters, Unnatural.
I'm going to go with Hunters.
Brothers Grimm, Brothers Grimm, Brothers Grimm, Brothers Grimm,
We're going
Brothers
Brothers Grimm?
Grimm,
Yep,
Brothers
we're
Grimm,
going Brothers
Brothers Grimm.
And the Winchesters.
There you go.
That
Oh!
question just
Unnatural.
goes away. It just goes away.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to
Still
move
3-1.
on.
Answer was
And because
unnatural.
it's 3-1, this one's going to be for Bair again.
Okay.
And then we'll see. Sorry, someone texted me. Question number 6, again for Bair. 5 didn't happen, so this is question 5. What angel wrote the Word of God tablets? Optimus Prime, Balthazar, Metatron, or Seminendriel?
That's definitely going to be Metatron.
Nice.
There we go.
Wrote the word of God. Tablets according to the demon label. He is fuck it, go.
He's an archangel, but Metatron
Archangel.
himself claims to be an angel from the secretarial division. So, question number 6 for the cousins. Okay, it is 3-2. Question number 6: What hunter married a werewolf named Bess? Was that Rufus Turner, Garth Fitzgerald the fourth, Benny Lafayette, whatever, Gordon Walker? What are you guys thinking? How you feeling?
Gordon Walker.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say too. Are we right, Bear?
You're not.
You're not.
No, you're-
Garth Fitzgerald the fourth.
Ding, ding, ding. We got a tie 3-3 ball
oh my
game.
gosh,
everybody.
guys.
We were
Luck
narrowing
versus
it down.
brains.
All right, Bair for the pull ahead and potential securing the victory. We shall see. Question number 7. And Scooby
I haven't
Natural.
seen this episode. I'm just going to
It's great. Season 13, episode 16. Who makes out with Velma? Is it Dean, Castiel, Sam, or Charlie?
I'm going to guess Castiel.
That's incorrect.
What are the
Chance to steal.
What are the next? What are the 3 options again?
Charlie.
Dean, Sam, or Charlie?
Is it 3-2 or 3-3?
It's 3-3.
It's 3-3.
Okay.
So this
Dean,
is the pull
Sam, or
ahead.
Charlie? Dean, Sam, or Charlie?
Charlie.
You're gonna go Charlie?
Why not?
Why not?
That's incorrect. Dean or Sam? The brothers.
Okay, now, like, knowing I haven't seen this episode, Dean is the smooth one. Dean's the one that, like,
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
he's a handsome fellow.
Right.
Sam's a taller, goofier one, but still very handsome.
yeah, so, my gut, like, I feel like Dean is a trap here. I'm going to go Sam.
Oh, dang, dang, dang. We're pulling ahead 4-3.
Yikes.
All right,
That's
cousins.
good, man.
Wait a second. They got the first answer on that one, didn't they? Or was that me?
That was you.
Okay,
Remember, you guessed Castillo.
got it. That's right.
All right, so this is for the cousins to try to tie it up. If Bair steals this one, he has secured his victory. But if we go through this, we may have to do it on question 11 tiebreaker. So this is
Yep.
question number 8, technically. What does Dean call his 1967 Chevy Impala? Baby, sweetie, he doesn't have a nickname for his car, or darling?
What do you think, Steve?
Cousins, I want to need an answer.
This is such horseshit.
Why? Do you know it?
A little bit.
It's mentioned quite a bit.
Okay.
Let's go,
Sweetie?
Sweetie,
That is correct.
The answer would be baby.
baby.
Oh, sure.
Damn.
Bair pulls ahead. That is, I think that secured your victory, Bair.
Isn't it?
Stealing
Let's
that
finish
one.
it out, though. We got one more question, don't we?
You want to finish it out?
Yeah.
Is it 1-1? I mean, it's 5-3, right?
5-3.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I thought
5-3.
it was-
That was your 5
Yeah,
points.
that was your
'cause
5
you stole
points,
that
'cause
one.
you
It
had
was
the
going to
four.
tie 4-4.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So this is question technically number 9. We'll finish it out, and we'll even do the 11th question.
Okay.
Question
Okay.
10. So
This
question
is
10
for me, right?
or 9. This one's for the.
Cousins.
Oh, you stole this one, so this one is
Yeah.
for you. Question 9. What prophet of the Lord is chosen to interpret the word of God after Sam and Dean break it out of the slab of stone it is trapped in, whether it be Claire Novak, Amy Pond, Kevin Tran, or Victor Henriksen?
The answer would be Kevin Tran.
No, I hit the wrong
he
button,
right.
but
He
you are
was
correct.
Don't bust me. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
Correct.
That's the right answer. Don't play that sound, Travis.
All right, so it's 6-3, but you guys want to do one more just for shits and giggles?
Shits
Yeah.
and
All right, well,
giggles.
shits
Let's
and
shit
giggles.
and let's giggle.
Okay, so this is question number 10 just for shits and giggles. Bair, there's no way you can lose. You have one. But question number 10 for the cousin. Who is Dean named after? His grandmother, his mother's brother, James Dean, or his grandfather?
It's going to be wrong, but I want to say James Dean.
Oh, well,
Yeah, that's the wrong answer.
That's
Okay.
the wrong answer.
Sam is named after his grandfather. Because Samuel is... No, I said Sam is named after his grandfather.
Oh,
No,
you're right.
Yeah, I wasn't answering.
Yeah.
Damn.
Dean would be named
That's okay.
after
He'd already won.
What is it, though? What's the answer?
his mother's brother. I don't think his mother has a brother. It's his
Oh,
grandmother.
that's incorrect.
It's grandmother?
Boom, there we go. All right, guys. Well, Bair won.
Bear.
Congratulations, Bair.
Congratulations, Bear. Good job, Bear.
Will not be on next month.
Oh, no. Whatever will I do?
Whatever will I
I'm just
do?
kidding. I'm kidding.
It's the price we pay to lose. We do this for you
You
guys.
won.
Yeah, that was fun, man.
Wasn't it?
Hell yeah. Great podcast. Thanks for having me, guys. I'll see you later.
Yeah.
Just takes the W. and
That's all it
bounces
is.
off.
It's like,
Jesus,
see you later.
We haven't given you the trophy yet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, there's a trophy?
No.
No.
You can have those flowers that are sitting over there.
Okay.
Oh, get the
I'll take
guy
One of
some
them,
flowers.
One out.
So Bear, yeah, we've been wanting to have you on for a while because you were at the first time we ever did an open mic,
I was there.
which is crazy enough to. Which is funny. You were there the first night, and then after that, we didn't see you for like 6 months.
Yeah, I
because-
think I went on the road briefly.
Yeah, you were gone.
Yeah, I
Yep,
think
you went
so,
on the
yeah.
road. You were gone around. You were jumping around, and then we finally saw you like 6 months later. But yeah, it was cool. Every time we think of, for the people who were in that audience, it was you. I don't know anybody else besides you, Chris Heist, and then Joe. Were the ones who are like that I recall. There might be other ones who like comes out of the woodworks and be like, I was
I
there.
think I wasn't there till your second time.
Yeah, you were there our second time, which threw us off because we were like, "Oh, Joe's so nice in the moment, and that, and everything, and this is great." And then we go the next day, and Travis is there, and we're like, "We don't know this guy.
Yeah.
We're not ready for it."
I'm a new person.
A new person. But how
Now
long
we're
did
best
you?
as friends.
Right, we are. We're like lovers. When when did you get started out here or back home?
No, I started in Little Rock. So I started almost 3 years ago now.
Yep.
Like 2.5, 3 years ago, something like that. And I did an open mic at a bar called Hibernia Irish Tavern. And there's actually that open mic is still going to this day.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of the mics in the scene are dying, but that's one that is still up and running.
I understand when you're in that smaller
Was
scene.
it like?
Yeah.
Was it a better scene at one point?
Well, it's just different now than when I was when I was there. There was more mics to do, and there was more comics that were like actively coming out trying. And
in the middle of the country, I find that comics just change hands. Like whoever's running stuff,
Yeah.
change hands is like every 2 years.
well, but what
People
happened
don't
with
last
us
a long
is me and 5 of my friends that were all comics that were running shows and doing stuff in town.
That's all it
We
moved
were
to,
like,
right?
why don't we move to LA? And then we all jumped up and did, and then there was a little void there.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Well, you
I'm
guys are
pretty
all
sure
very
that-
funny, so I imagine the best comics in the state. Just
well, there's
Yeah,
still
just
some there's
jumped
still
up.
some funny people in Little
Yeah.
Rock. Like,
Oh, some of the people you've had come visit.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
brought the
they-
fourth one. Great.
but
You live in Little Rock. That's where you're from.
well, at the time that I started stand up, I was going to school in Russellville, Arkansas, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away from Little Rock.
Okay.
And depending on how fast you drive.
Yeah.
And I would get out of class and drive to open mics. And well, actually, it was summertime, so when I started, I would get off work, drive to open mic, go to the open mic, and then go back home, go to sleep, go to work. And then once school started, I would go to class. And
Killing it.
Yeah, dude.
Killing it.
Putting
Dude,
in that work.
yeah. Every time we hear people's stories about the work they put in, that's really what it is. It's about that mic time.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about starting in Arkansas is that the Little Rock scene is so small that you have to work like Tulsa, Dallas, Memphis.
Oh, yeah,
like
you
you have
have
to
to.
go to the
Yeah.
other scenes, and you have to go. So you have to be on the road, and you have to meet new comics, and you kind of get that experience early.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that helped out a lot.
Like shit,
Oh,
you
I
had to
bet,
drive
bet.
all that those
and to like
distances.
get over like any kind of
crowd.
like butterflies or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like stage fright or whatever.
Well, also like I'm just thankful for Tulsa, Oklahoma, because I got to go out to Tulsa and just bomb for the first 6 months of my career.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And then
yeah.
like once I finally started getting better and getting good, then
Yeah.
I was able to get booked more in Little Rock and
Yeah,
elsewhere.
yeah.
And so like little towns like that helped me.
Did you just get
develop a lot.
passed somewhere?
Yeah, I just got well, I don't know if they call it passed or whatever they call it.
Oh,
but I
right.
just
That's what we
got-
call it out here.
Yeah, I can work the loony bins now. So I'll
Oh,
be at the-
nice. Congrats.
Yeah, I've been working the Little Rock one, but this past trip back, the manager told me he's going to put in a word for me for the rest of them.
Oh,
so.
nice.
Nice, dude. That's awesome,
Oh,
dude.
yep. I'm
I
planning
think
on
that
going back
deserves
in about
some
September.
applause.
Oh, that's the next time you're going to go back to Arkansas?
Well, no, I mean the next time I'm going back for that run.
Oh, okay,
For that run
gotcha.
in the clubs.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it'll probably be September, October, that area.
Damn, dude, that's awesome. Can we come with you?
I mean, if you
Let's
want
go to
to.
Arkansas.
Can make a trip out of it.
Arkansas Day Root
Hey,
Ball.
we'll take Travis.
I'll just be hosting, so it's not like I can get you a guest spot or anything.
That's
but
fine.
You can come.
Give us 5.
Yeah.
At the door. Just, I'll do 5 minutes on the sidewalk. So you've been doing it since then. You did it since that. You did this. Do you work? Have you done you've done flappers? You've done everything around town. What are your best mics around town? Or your experiences for the different scenes. Like, have you done the belly room? Have you done flappers? Have you done the haha?
Yeah, I've done most of the only big club I haven't done here is, now I'm talking about the open mics. Like,
Yeah,
obviously,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not being booked to be in the main room at the Comedy Store.
Not after this
Right.
episode. It's coming.
But the only one I haven't done is the Laugh Factory.
Okay.
So, and it's just because
That
you got to
sounds-
be there.
Yeah, that's
all day.
I
and I'm
saw
like,
the
yeah,
I
that
saw
much.
the criteria for it. It's it's once every this other week or this time of day, and then if you do it once and you don't get up, you can't come back for a month, or there's
Yeah,
a
the way
weird
they do it, I'm just like, fuck all
loophole
this
to
shit.
jump
I'll
through
wait till I
hoops.
can get booked there to go there.
right.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah, I've heard it's...
my favorite mic in town right now, although I don't get to go as much because I'm always working at Fourth Wall, but Empire on Sundays. Zach
Oh,
Vile,
really? In
he runs it.
Burbank?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that's a great mic.
It's a great
And
mic.
there's actual,
Is that a
like-
bar scene? Is that
yeah.
a bar? Gotcha.
And that's more of because back in Little Rock, there was a lot of bar shows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm used
That's
to
used to.
Yeah.
See, that for us, it's probably the opposite as far as, besides the wall right now and doing, even Burt's and stuff, going to a bar show throws it off. Steele was able to do one in Nashville.
Mhm. But that was like a show. Well, it wasn't a show. It was it was a mic.
Yeah.
But it wasn't at a bar. The whole setup was a comedy club setup.
Yeah.
So everyone was sitting there, so
Listening
everyone
for the show.
there was there to see the show.
Oh, gotcha.
Dude,
You know what I mean? There was no one standing by the bar
Yeah.
doing their own
Right.
thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Everyone was
I remember doing a mic in Little Rock during the World Series, game. And the sports fans out there can correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe it was Game 7, and somebody hit a grand slam. This is maybe the Braves and the Cubs
Not sure.
a couple years ago. I don't remember who was playing, but there was a grand slam.
A
I know
couple
that
of years ago, it probably
yeah.
was. Yeah.
there was a grand slam that happened,
Let's
and
Google it.
everybody in the bar jumps up and starts cheering in the and I thought they were oh, they love my joke.
Yeah, yeah.
This is awesome. Fuck yeah, they're listening, they're laughing, and then I realized some dude hit a grand slam. I was like, oh, there's not a single person in here listening.
No one's listening to me. I'm up trying.
But I've done World Series. I've done mics at a bar in the World Series. I've done mics at a bar in Little Rock during the NBA Finals,
Mm.
and which is of course
Yeah.
packed. Everybody's watching the game. Nobody's listening.
Yeah.
We had a mic, and the
fact that they even have a mic then.
because of how loud the crowd was watching the game.
Wow.
And so, in that
Is that
situation, I just picked out a
beneficial?
table and that could I
Yeah,
can make eye
make
contact,
eye contact
with,
just
and
so
then I
you
just
can
start
lock onto
delivering
them.
my jokes to
Yeah.
them. Yep.
That just doesn't seem right. I feel like they should be look, we have a huge sports event. We probably shouldn't do
Do a mic.
a mic.
That's such a weird time to host a mic.
But the cool thing about it is that after going through that experience and seeing, there was a lot of camaraderie there because there was some comics who were I'm not going up.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then there were some comics fuck yeah, I'm going up.
Yeah.
And getting to battle through that. And I actually got a couple laughs in there. And so that was a big confidence boost so that when I was able to come out here and perform in the belly room, I wasn't as nervous.
Oh,
Yeah,
for
It's
sure.
exactly.
Yeah.
I know how to, if this goes really bad, I know I can handle it.
Yeah.
And so, little shows like
Yeah.
that along the way really help out a lot. And that's one thing that I like about starting in a smaller scene and then moving to a
For
big
sure.
city.
Yeah.
Is you
I mean,
get
Yeah,
those
you deal with people
experiences.
more. Yeah. And out here, sometimes you just have comics
yeah.
watching
Right.
you for years.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's true.
I find the comics I see come from somewhere else always knows how to work a crowd better during
Yeah.
the show. because you guys, I mean, sadly, don't get enough opportunities.
don't get
to
that, yeah.
be in front of crowds.
Yeah, there is a way different, especially even if you try to do crowd work in front of other comics. They're just like, we don't want to answer your questions. Yes, I have a girlfriend. Yes, I do this. Yes, I...
seen it before. They'll just say, "Do your fucking set."
Right. Yeah.
I've seen Sasson do that to somebody. It was really funny.
Dude, I
Because
bet.
he's hilarious.
Yeah.
And this one person, I don't remember who it was, but they were like being kind of aggro and trying to start some shit.
Yeah.
He was like, just do your set. Of course, Sasson's like a big 6'6".
Oh, yeah,
He's
huge.
fucking enormous.
Yeah, you're not
Takes the stage.
you're not bullying him.
Nope.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, no, I wish we were able to. Yeah, I mean, I'm grateful for being able to. Dude, you go from like where you guys come from and people who come from the Midwest or anywhere where it's like you have that bar scene and you come out here, another slotted open mic experience just opened up yesterday again in Hollywood. And I'm like,
we were talking about
there's
that.
like a new one every other day. To the
Flappers
point,
is doing one now.
Flappers is doing a slotted?
Yeah, they are.
Wow.
They're doing a slotted one now.
Wow.
Dude, it's not a bad idea.
And Joe should have copy his fucking
He should,
copyrighted
yeah.
that shit.
Something should have
Long
came
time
about
Something,
that,
yeah.
yeah. But or
That was
yeah,
a good
just created
idea.
a website that was based upon that. Yeah, something had to. Yeah, slotted is a good idea. But yeah, no, there's just no excuse anymore. Now when it's like, oh, do you want to do it? Oh, I've always thought about it. It's like, dude, you can do, or it's there's not enough places to do mics. It's like, no, it's really about your time and money at the end of that,
Yeah, I
conversation.
think the biggest thing for me right now is because I've been on stage I think last year I kept track. Like I got over 300 sets in last year,
Nice.
and which on average is more than one a day, which was my goal.
Yeah.
And so like now I'm really trying to focus on, instead of just getting a set in, like picking and choosing where I go, when is the best, or what's the best use of my time? Is it writing? Is it going out and experiencing stuff?
Yeah,
or
yeah.
is it like
No,
going to this mic where I know I can specifically
For
work
sure.
this joke
Yeah.
and where I'm going to get a crowd? Because some of the mics, when it's just comics in there, and by comics, it's like people that have been doing it for 6-7 months and they're all bitter and mad at the world.
Yeah.
Like that's just atrocious.
I feel like your level's way up there compared to ours, but even now with us getting over that first year jitters, now I do feel a little bit of that. Okay, I didn't do a mic today, but what did I do? Oh, I went to the store, hung out with these people, or, networked with this, or I did write a little today. Or if I'm going up in front of people who've already heard my stuff, then it's like, okay, how can I use this to benefit, me
Yeah.
and use new material or work out something and just get over that feeling of having to do the same material in front of people again,
I mean, that's one of my biggest insecurities as a comic is anytime I'm doing jokes and I see somebody in the crowd that I know has heard the joke before.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
That
Yeah.
shit
Yeah.
just
It
eats
gets
at
you.
me.
Yep.
I know. It's sad sometimes you really have to do that shit. Like
Yeah.
I had a guy, I think I've told this story on this podcast before, but I had a comic in Ohio say, because he would go up there and he'd riff all the time. And then the GM, this guy named Doc in Ohio at the Funny Bone, said, he's like, I'm never going to book you because I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, like, I don't trust, I need to see consistency constantly. So, like, that's another benefit from middle of the country stuff. Like, you get used to saying the same fucking
Over
stuff.
and over.
But that's because you got a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not because, you don't
Yeah.
have all
Well,
the
that's the
same
thing,
assholes
too.
there.
Even going to the store and stuff and seeing all these big name comics, I'm hearing them do the same sets every single time.
Yeah, they're
every
working-
time. Every
Yeah,
time it's the same
all the
thing.
time.
Sometimes you work it out for
and
2
you're just
solid years.
Yeah,
You
but
keep
the
doing it.
audience, it still nails it because
They hadn't heard it.
they haven't heard it.
Yeah,
You know? So,
exactly.
And I've got a joke that one of my best jokes right now is something that I wrote it over a year ago and started performing it. And it didn't start clicking until this summer. Like this past summer, I found a new angle on it. And I'd been doing it for over a year. And then I found a new angle. I was like, oh shit, like this whole time, this is how I should have been telling the joke.
Yeah.
And you don't get that if you're not consistently doing it over and over
Yeah.
again. And because you get to a point where
Yeah.
it gets monotonous, but then you have to find a way to not make it monotonous in your head. And that's when you start playing games with it. And you know it so well,
Yep.
you can riff about it and then go right back to whatever you were talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
And that's where like those little sparks happen and you're like, oh shit, there's might be something else here. And you can go
That's
down a
where
different road.
It's also when you enhance your stage intelligence, because I feel like stage intelligence is basically like you go off on a tangent and then you come right back to where you left off.
Yeah.
Like some people, and then because you see newer people especially go, "What the fuck was I talking about?"
Oh, yeah.
And if you know a joke inside and out, you could literally do your laundry list or your grocery list
Yeah.
while you're telling the joke.
Yeah.
And that allows you to think and riff and do all kinds of stuff.
It's good. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
It's on the list of things I'm working on right now. You know, just to be like, where am I? What did I just talk about? I just riffed. Now I don't know where I need to land at. But no, it's been a heck of a ride for the last year, and then having you and Travis and everything, and seeing you guys, you know, just seeing everybody grow, even when it's like, oh my God, you guys are so good. But then even seeing, like, I've seen Travis even grow in the last year. I've seen you grow, you know, like seeing each person and doing different shows, and then seeing where we're gonna go from there, kind of thing. And now that you got past and Loonies, is that what?
Yeah, the Looney Bins. Yeah,
the Looney Bin.
the cool thing about it is like when you see your friends growing like that, because you don't realize it, but you're growing too.
Yeah.
Like you're getting better too the whole time.
Yeah.
And every day, like you don't feel like it because it's in such small increments.
Yep.
But like you'll go back and see something that you did years, like, oh God, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something you would never
No,
say
for
on
sure.
stage
Yeah,
now
yeah,
because
yeah.
it doesn't make sense
Yeah.
or it's just not funny.
Yeah.
And you'll go back and be like, what the hell was I thinking?
Yeah.
But it's a cool experience because
Yeah.
like you get to see.
Growth.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Growth
No,
in
that's
it, yeah.
awesome. And I've definitely seen it over the last year. I mean, just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I think
It's like-
Bobby Joe saw
just
us the
sticking
other
with
day,
this
and
is
he was like,
hard shit too.
Oh, is he even guys coming?
yeah, he was like, he's
To
like,
put
you guys look
yourself
so
through.
much more comfortable on
Yeah.
stage than, you know, when he saw us even like 6 months ago. You know, kind of just like
Oh yeah.
how comfortable we would look on stage, even when it's like.
Oh, that's sometimes more important than being able to write real well.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know some writers
That's
that are
true.
awkward as fuck up there.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And they've been
Yeah.
doing it for years. And I'm like, bro.
And they're great writers, but
I'm like, shut the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, calm down.
Losing their minds. Did you so from the you went to PBR?
I did.
Oh, yeah.
I was
So
about to
wanna
bring
hear
it up
about
because you told me the story outside, and you gotta tell it.
okay, so last night, me and my buddy Jared D, we went to the PBR, professional bull riding
Mm-hmm.
at Staples Center in Los Angeles. And outside the arena, there was these protesters that like had their banners and stuff saying that, you know, rodeo is
Vegans.
evil and like
Oh yeah, yeah.
like you
Oh,
mis-
yeah. Some PETA
inhumane
people.
Yeah, inhumane treatment of animals. Which, if you know anything about rodeo, you know the PBR bulls are treated better than some people's house dogs. Like those are
right.
like
Oh, dude, aren't
they're-
they like worth like few like millions?
yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Oh, dude, they get jacked off daily.
dude, they're those bulls like are living better than I am in Los Angeles.
Oh yeah.
So I thought it was funny, and I went up there and I was like posing and taking pictures in front of their signs and stuff, just
Yeah.
like being lighthearted about it. Like,
Yeah.
And then this woman came up and she had a phone in my face. She was like, "You pussy, you're just a pussy. If you get on bulls or you like people to get on bulls, you're a pussy." And like wouldn't stop berating me. And I tried to talk to her. I was like, "Ma'am, what's your name?" Like, "Hi, I'm Bair. Like, let's talk human to human. Let's not just sit here and berate each other because you're on your phone, you got your friends around or whatever." And she never would answer me, so I was like, "All right, I'm gonna go."
They never will.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
anyway,
because
I'm
it's all
walking.
emotions.
I'm walking
They're just
into
upset.
the arena there at Staples Center, and one of the ladies goes, "It's 2020. It's time we stop the rodeo and the mullet." And I look back, I was like, "That was funny. Like, I'm gonna give you that one. that was funny."
That was good. That was
Write that
good.
one down.
Oh man, that's a diss though.
Yeah, it was. But I mean,
shit.
but
What
anyway,
a
so
bitch.
she's talking shit about the mullet on the way in.
Oh,
Now,
can you show the majesticness of the mullet?
yeah.
I can't really see.
Oh, yeah,
it.
yeah.
There it is.
Straight
Kinda
up,
got
dude.
that-
Oh yeah, it's a
Mullet.
beautiful
Look
mullet.
at that
It's
mullet.
impressive as hell.
Beautiful, beautiful mullet.
but
Dude, locks of love, right?
so we get in there. We're sitting up close to the nosebleeds, and on the jumbotron there at Staples Center, this number comes up. It's like, "Text this number, get upgraded seats." I was like, "All right, I'll text it." I texted it. Then it says, "You've won. Go to the rewards booth and check in with them." So we go up there. We get a dirt pass to go meet all the riders and stuff down on the dirt after.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
and
shit.
then the upgraded seats we had were like right next to the damn announcer. Like here's the announcer.
Yeah.
And he's like on TV talking to like America on CBS Sports, and then I'm sitting next to him, and they have a Yeti cooler with like Coors Light and Monster Energy drinks and stuff, and I got my feet propped up on the like on the fence where they're all riding and shit.
Right there.
So I'm right there on top of the action.
Like if shit gets crazy, you're dead.
Yeah, like we
that's
were
how
getting
close
shit
you
flung,
are.
on, shit flung on us, like dirt flung on us. It
That's
was awesome.
amazing.
That's badass.
And so
God,
the,
I want to go.
yeah,
That's awesome.
but
that
the
experience.
Was it expensive?
our tickets were like $15 a piece.
What?
Yeah.
And they
For
got
that
upgrades.
experience?
Yeah.
Well, they got the
Well, we got
upgrade.
we won
Yeah,
the
yeah.
upgrade.
Oh yeah, yeah.
True
You
though.
won.
Well, I wonder
But
how
so-
much that is then. If those are 15.
Oh,
Yeah,
it would
fuck
have been
ton
a
of
pretty
money.
penny.
Pretty pain.
Oh wow.
But Flint Rossman, the rodeo clown, the entertainer that's
Yeah.
in there, he sees my mullet and starts like doing this, pretending like he has hair to flick.
Yeah.
And then he like stops. Everybody's like, hold on. Like there was this guy that was like tying his hand in a bull rope. So they're like, everybody stops. And they take all the cameras in Staples Center and put them on me. They're like, check out this majestic mullet. And so like I didn't know what else to do. So I just grabbed my beer and I just start chugging it. And so I chug a Coors Light or a Coors Banquet on the
I hope the
Jumbo
Coors
Center.
people find you and you get some Coors representation.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna find that video, dude.
It was fucking badass. And then afterwards, of course, we meet the riders and everything. I got to meet like Silvano Alves and stuff, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And then we're leaving. Everybody saw me on the Jumbotron, so everybody's like coming up. They're like, "Hey, it's Mullet Man. What's up, dude?"
What?
And like chicks were coming up, like trying to
You gotta
touch my
change
hair
your
and
handle, the
shit.
mullet man.
Nice.
Dude, like we went to this bar that was right across the street, and everybody was buying us drinks. Like,
That's
yeah, they were like,
amazing.
"Mullet
the
Man,
fuck?
what
We
are you
are
dr-"
going.
Fuck
That's
yeah, dude.
amazing.
Next fucking PBR showdown, dude.
Dude, it was badass.
Mullet man. You should get that as your hashtag.
Oh, turn it.
So
I might
When I'm
actually
talking.
put that in this thing. Put a hashtag mullet man.
It's okay. We
Hashtag
can
We
talk
had
about
mullet
it.
man today.
but that was last night, so I'm a little hungover.
No, yeah. When
No,
you
I get
texted me this morning, like, are we still on? I was like, how drunk did he get?
Well, it wasn't my fault, okay?
No, that's amazing, man.
Yeah,
That's
it
a
was
hell
a
of
good
a
time.
story too. You gotta. I wonder if you could figure out a way to capitalize on this mullet fame. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, eventually I'll cut it because I'm more than just
no.
a mullet.
Oh, I know.
What?
You need to go to the store and get
No,
a
you
picture
are.
with
You
Bobby
really are.
Lee and Theo Vaughn.
Yeah. I was actually, when I got a mullet, I was kind of worried. I was like, people are going to think I'm trying to copy Theo Vaughn's shit. Because he's,
Oh, Theo Von doesn't have as majestic. Of a
Yeah,
mullet
it's
Yeah,
as you do.
yours is authentic.
Yeah.
Plus, as you're thinking,
Yeah.
like nobody's got a dick grip on the mullet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, that's
saying,
true.
"What are you, Joe Dirt?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you?
Wait, what?
What are you?
What? No, I just have a mullet,
What
dude.
is this? Is this square?
This
Yeah.
Square?
Large in charge, looking for chickies.
I had a lot of people last night doing that to me at the bar.
Of
They were
course.
like,
Really?
Joe
Of course.
Dirt, Billy Ray Cyrus. I got a lot of
Oh,
achy,
yeah.
breaky heart
Oh,
shit.
shit.
Like, yeah.
That's
Dude,
fucking
the
awesome.
music
Was there a
video
lot
for
of
Achy
cool
Breaky
people
Heart.
at that thing?
Oh, yeah.
Like,
it
that
was a
were-
blast.
I bet you a lot of them aren't even from LA, huh?
No, there's a lot of cowboys and shit from out of town that
Yeah.
drove in to watch.
Imagine a lot of
The most pickup trucks from that area. Yeah. Bakersfield for
Bakersfield.
sure.
Yeah. I was surprised. It was packed. Like I was thinking that PBR in Los Angeles, nobody's gonna come to this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's a lot of farmland around.
Yeah.
So
Oh, dude, all of Ventura County's fucking rednecks. The whole thing.
Yeah.
yeah, and
You
Vegas
just
is
get
that
out
far
of this
away. so all
area a
the
little
PBR
bit and
fans
it's
there.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like even if you were vacationing in Vegas, you were there a week, drive to LA for the PBR event
Yeah.
for the night. Yeah.
And it was Iron Cowboy, so it was the first round of Iron Cowboy last night. So
Oh, that's dope.
yeah,
Could you
Dude, you-
explain to the people at home and
What?
probably the cousins what the Iron Cowboy is?
it's just a different event that the PBR has. So like you
Oh, word.
have, you basically ride until you get bucked off. So like
Damn.
the way the
That's
Iron
fucking
Cowboy,
hardcore, dude.
you
Do you get to wear a cup?
no, you don't wear a cup. No, because you basically ride on your balls. Have you ever been on a bull before?
Fuck no.
Well, like you have to.
Do I look retarded?
So, what, do I look retarded?
You been on a bull before?
yeah.
Oh, wait, yeah.
Yeah.
No, you don't wear a cup. Long story
Okay,
short,
long
you don't wear a cup.
okay. Okay.
Iron Cowboy is everybody, like you ride 8 seconds, and then the next guy rides 8 seconds, the next guy rides 8 seconds, and it's kind of like musical chairs. Once you get bucked off, you're out of the round. Then the next round happens, and everybody rides. Once you get bucked off, you're out, and you keep going down. So there's one cowboy left. Wow. It's badass.
Pretty impressive.
Is it really average is 8 seconds? Like, I
That's
mean,
the
that's
standard.
That's standard, right?
Yeah. If you come off at 7.99, tough shit, you didn't ride.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And that happens.
Like, it doesn't even count
Doesn't
as a
count.
part
You
of
don't
it.
get no bull gets points. but
How
you
long?
Yeah.
How long did you ride?
Oh
for?
wow.
do what?
How long did you ride for?
I was in high school in like my first year of college.
Damn.
Oh, so you actually rode?
Yeah, well, I
That's
did more
freaking bad.
Bronx than I did bull. I did bulls for like a little bit. I only rode bulls a handful of times. but I
Oh,
was in-
Broncos?
Yeah, I did bareback.
Bear. Oh, jeez.
Fucking still.
Oh, gosh.
Well, who's gnarlier? The bulls?
Okay, so
So what's what's the difference? I mean, I know the difference in the animal.
yeah, so the
Like-
difference in the way they buck. When a bull's bucking, he's usually going about 5 to 10 miles an hour in a circle. And when you get off, he's gonna try to beat your ass like he's a bull. Like he's,
Yeah.
he's pissed off. A
That's what the
horse,
clowns
on the
are there
other
for,
end,
right?
like that's the danger in a bull is when you get off.
Yeah.
With a horse, it's bucking up and down, usually 30 to 40 miles an hour across the arena. So the danger is like when you hit the ground from
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Which is why with
It gets some
horses,
air.
yeah, you have pickup men, which is when two cowboys ride up side by side and you jump from your bucking horse onto their horse that ain't bucking.
Oh
and
yeah,
then you
I've
get on
seen
the
that.
ground.
Okay.
Wow. Just going to slow down the velocity for
Yeah,
the
and it's
impact.
a safer get off because horses are taller and they're moving faster. So when you get launched, like you
But
should.
no matter what, you're probably
Yeah,
about 5
for
feet
real.
off
Yeah,
the ground
no, yeah,
on a horse.
yeah. It hurts just to
and
fall off a horse if it's just standing there.
Dude,
I
when
couldn't believe how high those Broncos jumped the first time I went to a rodeo in person. I can't believe how high they're jumping in the air.
Oh, dude, the first time, the
horrifying.
first it's on Instagram. Y'all can look it up. The first rodeo I was ever, I've talked about it on stage. Like I've made jokes
Yeah.
about it stuff, but I got my hand popped out, extended, and my ass was coming down at the same time the horse's ass was going up, and it
shit.
launched me
Oh
into
my
fucking
God.
order, man.
Wow.
What all did you?
Were you okay?
Yeah, how were the injuries?
I went up and ended up landing on my neck, and I was in the air
Oh.
long enough that like, I
Jeez.
knew I was going to land on my neck.
Yeah.
And so all I could think, because I was 16, I invited everybody. I invited my high school, every girl I wanted to sleep with, every
Oh,
girl,
shit.
my whole family, everybody was there. The whole town was there, and like I knew I was going to land on my neck when I was in there. So I was like, all I got to do is, no matter how bad it hurts, jump up, throw your hands in the air, because if your grandma comes out here in the middle of this arena, it's going to be the most embarrassing thing in your life. Because she'd have jumped in that arena. And come out. Exactly. So I hit the ground and I was dizzy and it hurt, and I like threw my hands up, climbed the fence, sat next to a telephone pole, and kind of passed out for a little bit.
Oh shit!
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like
I'm impressed you could
adrenaline and
pop-
all this
yeah,
other stuff
yeah.
that just kind of hit me at once.
I'm
But
still very impressed you could pop right up. That's
dude,
pretty
it was
crazy.
fun. It was.
Yeah.
I quit doing rodeo. Like I had a horse tear up my shoulder in high school, and I had problems with it all throughout. Like I still have problems with it. But I was in a rodeo, and this horse got like bucking right along the fence, like which is a steel pipe fence.
Yeah.
And you know, with the bareback rigging, your legs, when you're spurring, your legs are just flying. And so seeing my leg fly, you know, you're going 40 miles an hour next to that pipe fence, I was like, if my ankle catches that fence, it's gonna rip my leg off.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
Oh,
like,
yeah.
fuck this, I'm done.
Yeah, it's not worth losing a fucking
No.
leg, man.
You did it professionally?
No, I was trying to
Right.
do it professionally, and I was never good enough. So
What's scarier? Doing stand-up for the very first time or riding a bull?
see, I always describe this to people. I always
That's a
describe it
good
as
one.
the exact same feeling.
Whoa.
Oh, okay.
I can see that.
I can,
The
yeah.
first time I got on stage and the first time I slid down in the chute, it was
Yeah.
the exact same feeling.
Yeah.
Yep.
I can
well,
believe that.
you
we
by
talked-
yourself.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
trying not to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
basically.
It's the same feeling.
Well,
That's
we
why I
talked-
love it so
someone-
much. I was like, this is like what, because as soon as I grabbed a mic, I was like, this is what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Adrenaline's the same regardless of what you're doing. That's why people even say getting on stage doing public speaking or jumping out of a plane sparks the same emotions.
Yeah.
Right.
As
That's why I mean the number one fear
Fight or flight.
in the world is public speaking over death.
That's crazy.
And that's
because
what we
after
do.
doing
Wow.
stand up, it's like, why would
Yeah.
I know, but it's like it takes a certain brain.
No,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, most people like, oh god.
all you got
just
to do
freak
is
out.
nut up and do it one time. If you
Yeah.
just nut up and do it
Oh,
once,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
you like it'll help you get
Dude,
over
I tell you,
it.
Yeah,
the first
that's-
time
that is
though,
true.
I went second to last at this open mic because I brought like 30 people.
Yeah.
The guy who went after me because he was like the headliner because he brought the most people, brought like 150 people. There was like it was almost 300 people at Wiley's, completely full.
Dude, that's badass.
And
For your first
time.
time, 300.
Dude, like, the video's still online. It's fucking crazy. The
Hell
applause,
yeah.
dude. The shit jokes I was telling compared to the applause and laughter, it was insane.
Wow.
But I
Wow.
remember, like, as soon as the lights hit,
legit.
I couldn't see anything. I felt better because it was
oh, so
hand
many.
shit.
Yeah.
It was terrifying. It was fucking terrifying. And it's a
Which-
long walk to the stage too.
And y'all know
yeah.
this. Like a big crowd is fun. It's the
Yeah.
small little shit crowds that give you problems.
Yeah,
Like,
I know.
the
Yeah,
only
like
way
in
to-
hindsight now, I would love to play that room right now.
Yeah.
I'd literally go on stage
Yeah.
right now and try to do an hour in front of that room.
Yeah.
That's why like going to the comedy store gets like I can only be there so long because I have that like put me in coach feeling.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Where it's
I
like
know.
I see a great crowd and everybody's I was like, God, I want to get on stage so fucking bad.
Yep.
That's I hate that. That's almost why sometimes I can't go and support some of my
Yeah.
friends at shows because I also don't like if someone I know or if like Katie has a show and I just come there to support. I don't even mention that I'm a comic unless someone recognizes
Right.
me because it's almost like I do this too.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah,
it's
yeah,
a
yeah.
really awkward feeling that
Yeah.
I fucking hate. But you're right. That feeling of like let me do it. I
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yeah.
Please. That's why it's hard to be at the store sometimes. I'm like I want to go up there.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah. But it's great when you get to see some like legit worldwide comics.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah. Some of the people who I've never heard of, never seen before, who are just new up and comers at the store. Like these people are incredible.
Yeah.
It's important to
No,
see
for
that
sure.
too, because I mean that's what I loved about seeing mics out here. Like, the talent level's so much higher than any mic I've ever seen before.
Yeah.
And we're even talking about like a place at a strip mall.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
next to a
Exactly.
sushi spot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the best comedy in LA happens.
Yeah. Just
You're
seeing
like,
all
"Damn, I
these
gotta-"
different posts of different comics of all these open mics. I'm like, 90% of these people I've never even met before.
Yeah.
That's how much talent or people at least trying this there are in this town.
Oh, yeah.
Dat Fan says he says I don't know whether he gets the number, but 10,000 active comics in LA.
Well, I believe
10,000?
Yeah.
Damn. But
believe
how many
that.
of those are just
exactly. Just doing
Well, here's 50%.
a mic a month or something
I'd say
like that.
50% are attempting to do it professionally. The other 50 are like actors or whatever, right?
right. Just
Yeah.
kind
Or
of doing
maybe
this like
even 75% are just actors trying to put it on their resume.
Right.
They do shows once a month or something like
Yeah.
that, and they don't really do much else. They get booked at Flappers or other places just, for a 3-minute Yoo-Hoo room show.
Yeah.
They don't do a lot of time. They don't do it that often. But then there's the 25%, I'd say 20% are complete crazy people that do it all the time and have nothing better to do.
Yeah.
But then 5% actually have a shot, and then
Yep.
1% will do it.
Yep. Yeah.
Have all the necessary mental things, intelligence,
Yep.
ability. 1%.
guys? We're all in the 1%.
Well, I would say to do it that 1% would be probably
did it,
to do
guys.
it like Segura's doing it.
Yes.
That's that 1%. But because
5%,
you also
I
have the
think, can
comics
do
that
it.
are on cruises that are still probably making a decent living. You just
I'd
don't
say
know who they are.
25%
You know?
could do it. Right? Like,
Yeah.
Make it,
shit.
be their
Right,
career.
okay,
Maybe move
yeah,
back
yeah,
to the
they have a
middle of the
career
country
off
with
there.
LA
Yeah, okay.
cred,
Yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
Yeah.
something
Okay.
like
That.
that.
Yeah.
Not have to work another
5%
job.
will
really,
do pretty damn well. Then
Yeah.
again, 1%
Is
will be.
Is
Yeah.
the 1%.
Yeah.
Is that 1% is the 1%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. They're able to capitalize on everything.
Yeah.
Speaking of a 1% comic, or I was I was talking to one of my friends today, she texted me and she's in Florida, and she's like, "Hey, you know that kid Dylan Sullivan that was on your podcast? David Spade was talking about him on Whitney Cummings' podcast today."
Oh,
I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh shit, dude!" So yeah, and I was like, "Yeah, he was on his show." She's like, "Yeah, I went back and checked that out."
Oh, so yeah.
But yeah,
Fuck yeah,
That's another one of those, like, just being close to people who
Well,
are.
dude, David Spade remembered his name. Like, that's huge.
He must see him at the store. Like, so
He does,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm sure he does. Yeah,
Works there. He probably sees them all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, that's probably true.
That's
Yeah.
why me and Bair talk about all the time, just trying to get goddamn door guy jobs.
I know.
Dude,
All,
that's what I
all,
want.
I mean, of all the time I've been doing this, I've just never performed in front of anybody who could be like, "Hey, you're great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me give you a thing."
Now it's
I just am always in like back
Yeah.
alley rooms
Yeah.
and shit like that. I'm like,
now
I
it's
just
about
want to.
getting yourself in that
Yeah.
position. And have you done the best of show Sunday nights at the store for like whoever gets the best goes up on potluck?
Yes, and I believe I did it a couple weeks ago. This is like right when I got back to town,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe it was right before I left. I don't remember, but I didn't win. I got like second.
Oh, they actually tell you if you get second?
No, one of my buddies was in the back of the room and he saw on the judge's scorecard.
Oh, nice. They're like, you were close, but
Oh yeah,
but he
That's
saw that
heartbreaking.
my name was number 2. But the guy that beat me, like he had a great set. He was
Yeah.
really funny. And
Yeah.
like hats off to him.
that's awesome.
Isn't it
next
annoying
time.
when you get beat fairly?
Yeah, it's like I have no
Yeah.
problem with
Like,
that.
I've been in a few comedy competitions in Ohio where I was like, okay, this guy brought 200
Oh yeah, you talked
people.
about yeah.
But then there's a couple times where I'm like, yeah, I should. Yeah, that guy's really good. God damn.
It's like, damn, I gotta get
Like,
better.
I can't get this son
That
of
was
a
a good
bitch.
5. That was
Yeah.
a good 10. That was good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, because we were saying for getting on potluck, and then we've been telling Travis to do that on Sundays just to even have another shot of getting on potluck to. Cause
Dude,
that's
this
the
past
route.
week, Potluck had like 36 people sign up.
Yeah, dude, it wasn't a lot.
I know. I still can't believe I didn't get up. I was so pissed off.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, you were there.
How do
buddy.
they randomly select that?
Dude, I don't know if they're cutting it up and putting it out of a hat, or they're just going, this fucking guy, this fucking guy.
We have a guy, we have
I've
a girl,
heard
we have
so
a,
many rumors.
this-
I think some of them are like random draw, and some of them is
who you know.
either
There-
friend of a friend or
Yeah.
like somebody you know that's up and coming that they're trying to give a chance.
I believe that there's 6
You put a 20.
random spots. The
Yeah.
first 6. That's random, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then the last 10, it's like the closer you get to the end, the more like Adam's going to be paying attention.
Yeah.
And you're
Yeah.
applying for a job basically
Yeah.
there. You know, be a door guy.
Adam's a tall guy? No, is he the other guy? Who is he? Which one is he?
Actually, I have no
I'm
fucking
bad,
idea.
I'm bad
what he
with
looks like.
names, but I know I've met them all, but I'm horrible
Care.
with
I've
faces
never-
he's
right
funny.
now.
I've
Yeah.
seen him in the main room.
Is he funny? I'm sure if you're booking comedy, you
But-
better be fucking funny.
But no, again, we've also heard though too. We're going back and forth as far as, oh, should you go? Like talking about me and Steele, and it's like, for us right now, it's one of those where if Adam sees you and you bomb at potluck,
Yeah.
you might as well not come back for like a year. Like he's already has.
Well,
in
that's a
your-
good point,
He
and
has in
that's-
your head already. Like I've already
Yeah.
seen you.
That's
I
it.
know.
People go in there and treat
Right.
it like almost like an open mic.
Yeah,
That's,
it's like no.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah,
that shit is.
That's not
Are
an
you
open mic.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Like
people
this-
go in there, it's their first time
Yeah.
doing stand up, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
of all the fucking
Yeah.
places to
Yeah.
be your
Go to-
first time.
Go to Kill Tony and get roasted.
I don't think they get
Yeah.
what it is though when they do that. you
Yeah,
know?
if it's your first time, you clearly had no idea what you're walking into. But I
No.
mean, what bad luck for you.
Just
Yeah.
like oh my god.
I mean, I guess if you're not going to make it a career, then who cares? But like, or like, I like it when. Do you guys watch Kill Tony? Do you watch? I know
Yeah.
you do. Yeah. I like it when Tony like rips into people that like aren't comics that go up there and do it. Well, I didn't have anything to say. What the fuck do you mean you didn't have anything to say?
Oh yeah, if you
Why
don't,
the
you
fuck
have
did you come
no
up here?
stories, nothing,
Yeah,
nothing
that's
Yeah.
happened to
Tell
you?
us. He
Yeah.
even tries to do it. He does, gets it out of them. Well, what else? Why did you go there? Which
Dude.
Sasson does at the 10 o'clock. So he'll be like,
I know,
but what else
someone's-
do you need?
someone's
What?
being
what
terrible,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like, what else happened? Why did that happen?
Does Sasson? Is that all he does? He just does comedy.
No, he's a
Sells kitchen
refrigerator
refrigerators,
salesman,
yeah.
basically.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's got a day job.
Oh, okay.
He worked in radio for a long, long time.
that sounds about right.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
does.
the
He has
sports
that-
radio in Philly.
Yeah, he's got that voice.
Or not Philly, sorry. Pittsburgh.
Oh, okay.
Ah.
Yeah, he's a big Steelers fan.
That's somebody that every week when I'm hosting at Fourth Wall, that it amazes me how much he's always got a new five,
Yeah,
and it's always
He's a prolific writer.
it's not like it's not a scrub five either. Like he's always got like
yeah,
some bangers.
He's a guy who's
Yeah.
figured out exactly what his voice is, so whenever he has a thought, he can say it right in
Yep.
his voice. It helps being that he's older. He's
Yeah.
about,
Yeah.
I think about 10 years older than her. No, maybe he's in his 40s. I don't know. Either way, he's got time on us, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Yeah.
And he knows exactly how his voice sounds.
yeah. If you know who you are, you
Yeah.
can speak that.
I, think,
lingo.
I mean, 7 years in is no joke, espally if you're older and you know what the fuck your voice
Right.
sounds like. I don't think I realized what my voice was as a person until I was about 26, 27.
Yeah,
It was only about 3 fucking years ago.
yeah,
And then I finally figured it out on stage almost
yeah.
at 30. And so now
Yeah.
I'm just slowly.
I'm
but-
still
but-
looking.
Dude,
Yeah,
it
same.
takes forever.
Yeah.
Again, yeah. I started when I was 19, and I fucking kind of figured it out at 29, and I've been spending 29 to 30 making every thought I have sound like my voice. And now, like 11 years in, I'm going to be just trying to do what Sass is doing now because he's got the age and experience on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It takes
Which and that's why when you hear about all these, it's that whole cliche of like, oh, you never see the work people put into it. You just think it automatically comes. Anybody who we see who is big right now
Yeah.
in the comedy world has been doing this for 20 years for the
Right.
most part. Like
Oh,
this
yeah,
is
But it's sometimes to people like that are just paying attention in fucking somewhere in Ohio or Colorado or whatever. Like they don't see that. Like they think Theo Von, because Theo Von just kind of got big in the last like 5 years. They think people out there think that he's only been doing it for like 5 years. Like he
Yeah.
just got on stage
No,
one
they-
day.
yeah.
he's been
And
doing
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
like he's got on stage
Yeah.
one day and it's like, oh, you
Yeah.
know. Well, plus he
No.
had that TV show too.
yeah.
I think he's, I'd say 20 years in.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
I think
almost.
so,
I
yeah.
think like
Yeah.
17 or something like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
he's right up there at that very, which is makes
yeah,
sense.
that's kind of.
That's actually the amount of time when you hear about all these, like, oh, how long has they've been doing it? It's like, oh, yeah, only 5 years. No, he's been doing it 20 years. You're just now hearing about him.
Mm-hmm.
You're just now. It's
Oh
like,
yeah, there's Segura's 25, and you've heard
Yeah.
about him for the last probably
Mhm.
10 years, I'd
Yeah.
say.
Or even
Kind of.
celebrities that
Krista
people
Lee
are
is
like,
even
oh, I
up
didn't
there
even
with
know
20
they did
years.
stand up.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah, well, there's a lot of actors that start doing stand up and then they stop, get into acting.
Yeah.
And then you'll see him in a movie or something like, oh, I had no idea he ever did stand up.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I think about that sometimes too. I mean, what are you guys' thoughts on that? If you guys were doing stand up, someone wanted you to be in a sitcom, would you stop doing stand up?
I'm not stopping doing stand up.
I
That's my
would-
bread. That's what makes me.
I
me.
think
Depends on the money.
I would. Well, no, I don't think I would stop. I think you would just make it work. Kind of
Yeah.
like if I only had
Yeah.
one
Would
day.
you have
if I
time,
only-
though?
Well, that's the thing. If I only had one day to do it, that's where. If you think about it, if we're getting booked on a sitcom, it's because they probably saw us doing stand up or saw that side of us.
Yeah, that's like throwing away the thing
Yeah,
that made you.
Yeah, you're
Right.
you're like
Yeah,
so then going to
that's
do
true.
stand up, you're getting that brain to the right place to where like you're thinking like that. So then you can bring to the table, and that's why most writers
So
on
maybe,
shows
yeah, not
were
stop, but like maybe
sketch
stop
comedy or
touring
stand up.
for a while.
Yeah.
but not
I'd still
stop.
hit mics.
Hitting
I'd
mics
still-
and
I'd
stuff.
go to this. Like if
Yeah.
you know, I imagine at that point you could get on stage at the store, whatever.
Right,
you
yeah.
want
If
to
you're
do.
on a sitcom,
Just-
probably.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do whatever the hell you
But
want.
like, where
Yeah.
are you gonna get on a sitcom in 2020?
Right?
That's
Yeah,
the question.
that's the
Like,
question
sitcoms are
right now.
dying.
They're out there.
Or
though.
coming back, like reruns, like everybody.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing with streaming and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
they're really just throwing every dart they can find at a
Yeah.
dartboard. So you never know what the fuck is a thing
Yeah.
in the next
Yep.
5 years. And basically anything that's going to happen to us will happen in the next 5-10 years. So who the fuck knows
Knows.
Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows?
what our path could be?
Yep.
'Cause
Right.
maybe it doesn't even exist yet.
It
Yeah.
probably doesn't. Yeah, and that's why we just gotta like keep doing everything.
I've been
Yeah.
interested
Like
in doing
like
more
do a
videos.
podcast, do mics, just do everything that's like current. Like do these videos that we were just talking about. Is that what you just said?
No, yeah, that
Well,
the
it's-
videos.
You know what's crazy about Malcolm in the Middle? And I didn't know this. It was the first ever. It's technically the first sitcom without a full laugh track because it was like a single cam
Oh yeah.
sitcom. That's what they called it.
Yeah.
It was the first of its kind. And look at all those people who are famous as shit from that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And no one had even thought to do that or had done that
Yeah.
until Malcolm in the Middle came
Yeah.
around.
Yeah,
And like something like you never
Yeah,
know.
it's just that switch.
Yeah.
That switch of
You
it all.
get
and,
some
like,
weird offer, you do some weird thing, and all of a sudden you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
that worked.
Yep. And that's why it's all about. That's why they say it's all that hustle because you are doing everything. You're trying, doing stand up, doing film, doing podcasts, doing sketches. Filming sketches and posting those and getting them out there. And you have all these people who have so many viewings of their sketches. You never know which one is. It's all
Yeah.
about the consistency too.
Sketches on YouTube is a fucking racket too.
Yeah.
It
I think
takes-
I'm just gonna get a mullet and get on Staples Center. Like,
yeah,
That's
there
it.
you go.
that's
Dude,
how I'm
yeah.
getting famous.
Yeah.
Get a good. It's sponsored by Coors Light. Just walk around in Coors clothes all the time.
Dude,
Just
I did.
stand down there. Just
that's hilarious.
I thought about that when I
happened
first
to you,
started seeing
dude.
them too.
That's awesome.
Especially, maybe because I was a teenager and didn't think anything of it. But I was like, man, I never do commercials. Commercials are for sellouts. I'll do a commercial tomorrow.
I'll do a
Yeah.
commercial right now.
right now.
Yeah.
Speaking up.
I'll fucking be like, butt chug Bud Light. It's the best for you. I'll do whatever you need me to do.
We'll do it tomorrow. Yep. I'll do it tomorrow even.
I went to school with a guy that butt chugged a Bud Light at a party
What?
in high school. He did. We were at a bonfire.
That's gotta fuck you up, right?
Yep.
I would go straight.
What happened to him?
Go straight
Yeah?
to the dome, but not
Yeah.
really. But like,
He
Well,
got
because it
drunk.
surpasses the liver
yeah, it goes right.
into the bloodstream.
Yep.
So how does that feel?
I didn't do it. I
Oh.
said I knew a guy. This isn't like when I was like, oh, I got a friend, guys.
How did he look afterwards? Fine,
Um,
like he was having a good time.
He looked like he had a bottle in his ass.
Yeah, but I mean, like after, it took effect,
Like, I mean,
and he took the bottle
no,
out.
he was drunk. He was
drunk?
He was hammered.
hammered.
Like,
Okay, I got a lot of logistics questions. Do they lube up the bottle?
Okay.
you know what? I wasn't like there with
You were-
magnifying
you were
glass,
an
recording,
integral
taking
part.
notes. I was like, he's gonna do what? No way.
I think the easiest way to do it would probably be, you'd have to wash it, but take the keg tap,
Well, the thing,
inject it in there.
no, they used a
like-
beer bottle
Oh, Jesus.
and like just shoved a beer bottle in his ass and turned it upside down. And he was like, had his legs up in the air like this, and they was like funneling it in there because. They were like, because they did. They was like, "Hey, this guy's gonna chug a beer with his ass. You want to watch?" And your first instinct is like, "Oh no!" But then you think about it, you're like,
yeah, kind of
like, I'm kind of curious.
See, mine's different. Mine would have been fuck yeah, and then I would be like, wait a minute, do I want to watch this? It would have been flipped. That would have been my initial reaction.
Yeah.
Just like fuck yeah. When are you gonna see
I've
that
got to
again?
see this. Yeah.
It was a Bud Light Platinum. So I remember
It was a metal bottle.
that. No, it was.
Oh, they're in the glass bottles. Yeah, you're right.
Oh, the metal. Oh,
I thought you meant an aluminum bottle. I was like, that sounds shreddy.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know. Yeah.
yeah, like you don't.
Yeah, it sounds hurtful.
That's disgusting, guys.
You think the best bet would be to take?
I wonder if
those,
it's a different kind of drunk though.
I imagine it's
probably
just
the same
more
kind of drunk.
drunk.
It's just
yeah.
Just
drunk.
hit you.
drunk.
Because again, all it does is surpass your liver, so it's not filtered. So it's just 100% alcohol straight into your blood. It's really
Travis has looked
dangerous.
this up before. He
Yeah.
knows. He's like,
Yeah.
okay, this is exactly how it happens. This is
Right.
how I'm gonna do it.
If you think I haven't put beer in my butt, then you don't know.
Yeah. It's one of those. Yeah, it's like I don't have enough money. It's got to be a cheap night, but I want to get fucked up.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah, that's true too.
what's wrong with just drinking it? Like, I like drinking and getting drunk.
Well,
Then
if you're
like
if you're
timing
that
it and-
poor and that much of an alcoholic that you need like a beer a night, you know what I mean? That's all you can afford. That's all you can afford.
Bro, alcohol is not meth, okay? There's not like an alcoholic out there that's like, fuck, I gotta get, I can't drink it.
I know. Yeah, even if your tolerance is insanely high, I couldn't see you needing to butt chug to get
Right?
drunk.
Yeah. It's like, nope.
Like a bottle of wild turkey's gonna fuck anybody up.
Yeah.
In the butt? Yeah, it'll kill you.
The butt will kill you for sure.
Gobble, gobble, motherfucker.
Gobble, motherfucker. Yeah. Well, I think on that note, yeah. Do you have any shows coming up? Gobble, gobble.
No,
Anything coming up? What's your social media experience where they can find you at?
you can find me at Bair the Comic, BairTheComic. I've got a new show coming out on YouTube called The Well-Read Redneck.
Oh,
First episode's going to drop soon. I'm about to film the second episode probably next week. So
nice.
look out for that. And that's just, I just do book reviews. Like, I come on, I get in costumes, and we have a green screen and do book reviews.
Nice.
Oh,
And
yeah.
we're going to get to a point where we're going to have the authors come in, and I'm going to interview the authors.
What?
And do that. So it's going to be pretty dope.
Wow,
It's at
dude.
Raccoon TV. You can follow Raccoon TV at YouTube and Facebook and all that other stuff.
Oh, wow. Well, then, that's awesome. So you
Oh, yeah,
got
dude.
that.
What-
Check
do
them out.
You
on
have a
that.
handle?
The Bear? At Bear?
At
Bear?
Bair the Comic.
Yeah.
At Bear the Comic. That's right. It's a great one, man.
That's awesome.
You got it.
Yeah.
You paid for
Well,
that shit? No, I'm just kidding.
thank you for coming on the podcast.
Thanks for having me, man.
Enjoying
Yeah,
it.
dude,
Yeah.
thanks.
Thanks
This
again,
was
man.
fun.
Yeah, dude. It's always a good time.
It's always a good time.
We'll have you again for sure.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
Remember,
man.
guys,
Don't
don't
talk about
it. Be about it.
Later.
Peace.
It's not what you wanted from me. You've been trying to make sense.